Hey Al, this is Ryan with TrendLizard.com. You asked me to update our Micron Technology analysis and then also take a look at Western Digital Corporation, so I'm going to do that real quick for you here, starting with Micron Technology. We've taken a look at it a couple times before, I believe, and on a very long-term time frame, Micron Technology does look bullish. It was incepted back in the late 80s. It's hard to say exactly how to label this up move. Just because a stock was incepted at a certain point doesn't mean that's the start of its Elliott Wave pattern. Looks to me like this was probably maybe wave 2, and then you had a third wave up, a fourth wave pullback, and then a fifth wave advance. Whatever the case may be, back in the 90s, Micron Technology was in an uptrend. In the 2000s, the story was quite different, a very large three-wave pullback. Since then, off that 2008 low, it's been stair-stepping higher. It's been a little confusing to figure out exactly how to label the up move since then, but generally speaking, it's been bullish in that it's given us trendy up moves, counter-trend pullbacks. The unfortunate part is after every pullback, we're getting overlap with the previous high every time, making this fairly difficult to label. As indicated last time we looked at this, there's two different ways to do it. You could say it's a series of first and second waves to the upside, and so really catapulting higher, or a more bearish take would be that this is counter-trend movement, and as it ultimately reaches this high, it's going to turn back down and get wrecked. I don't really like this labeling. I really don't like either labeling. I think with Micron, the focus has to be on a shorter time frame because things do look a lot better as you zoom in. So if we zoom in just on this advance here, this is the one that started in 2016. What we see is a very nice trendy 5-wave advance, followed by a very nice counter-trend 3-wave pullback. None of this is new. We've looked at all this before. Whatever the case may be, this looks like a setup for higher prices as it did last time, and that has played out as Micron Technology has continued higher from there. So if we look at the advance off the 2020 low, and we say every other up leg has been a 5-wave move, and obviously the trend is up, it's reasonable to expect ultimately this advance off the 2020 low to become a 5-wave move. Clear first wave, very clear second wave, and then a third wave advance taking place here. So it looks bullish on that time frame. It looks like it wants to head higher and ultimately give us a 5-wave advance off the 2020 low. Let's zoom in again. This takes a little bit closer look at that. You have the 5-wave advance for wave 1, a very long, elongated second wave pullback, and then appears to be in that third wave advance ever since August, and it may be nearing a high for this third wave advance. You can see a very general, clean 5-wave advance off of August low to the upside. On this time frame, Micron needs to stay above 58 at all times to remain bullish and for us to continue expecting the advance off the 2020 low to ultimately become a 5-wave advance. We fully expect that to happen. That's just the key level. If it moves below 58 at any point, it turns bearish. You can no longer be interested in Micron. It's trading at 80. We have no expectation of it moving below 58. That's just the key level. Let's zoom in one more time and take a look at more proximate action. So if you look at just this advance off of August low, this is it. And this is why, again, it looks like it's taken a general 5-wave form that could be completing. If at any point Micron moves below 74, that's going to be an indication, again, that this up leg completed and a larger pullback has begun. So if you're trading on a longer time frame, this doesn't concern you. It's more of a guide. But a move below that level would tell you that a larger counter-trend pullback is playing out. Overall, we're bullish on Micron against 58. A move below 74 says a larger near-term pullback is playing out. So hopefully that one helps. Let's go ahead and take a look at Western Digital. Overall, it's pretty vague, but generally speaking, we can kind of get take some information away from the pattern that's happened on WDC. Since its inception, it's been trending up. It's a choppy move. I'm not even going to try to label it. It's not the cleanest trendy move, but it's a trend. It obviously moved from just a couple dollars all the way up to 100. So obviously the trend has been up into the 2014 low. The 2014 high. Since then, it's been in a large, choppy, counter-trend pullback that has kept it suppressed for quite a long time, I guess about 6 or 7 years now. So the question becomes, did WDC complete this massive counter-trend pullback at the 2020 low, and is it now resuming the uptrend, or is it still in that counter-trend pullback? So let's go ahead and zoom in and take a closer look. Here's a look at the pullback. Very possible that this looks like a general 3-wave move to the downside. It could have ended in 2020. So that's a possibility. So let's go ahead and zoom in just at the 2020 action to the upside. This is it. You have a first wave advance that does look like a trendy 5-wave move. You have a very large second wave pullback, then some choppy action to the upside. It's possible that this is a first and second wave and the start of a third wave advance to the upside. It's not my favorite trade. I'm not running out to buy WDC now that you put the stock in front of me because it's still largely in this big counter trend choppy move and no clear confirmation that this thing is over. Plus, I'm not really trying to buy stocks that have been in multi-year down moves unless I'm very confident that it's putting in a low. Nevertheless, if WDC recorded a major low in 2020, it's going to stay above 43.75 at all points of time. A move below that level at any point makes the 2020 recovery a counter trend move and tells you again that it is still in this massive multi-year counter trend pullback. So that's what we're looking at. You can be bullish if you own it. I'm not buying it if I don't own it because I just don't think it's that exciting, nor do I really like the pattern that much. But if I own it, I'm keeping it as long as it's trading above 43.75 with the knowledge that if it moves below that level, everything goes south because this whole thing becomes a counter trend move and therefore it's still in a massive counter trend pullback. So Al, I hope that's helpful. Have a wonderful weekend. Again, this is Ryan from TrendLizard.com. Come visit us. Come sign up at our website if you want to learn more about the Elliott Wave Theory and its ability to forecast future price movement. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye.